I just wanted to do a roundup of the Edelrid fuse. I've been using it for a couple of months now for lead rope solo to back up the silent partner. I just wanted to look at a couple of the good points and the bad points that I've found using it. So one thing I do like about it is having it permanently, semi-permanently attached to the harness there. It's a good feature when I'm doing multi-pitch. I don't have to take it off the harness or take a carabiner out of it or anything like that to risk dropping it. So I do like that. And I like the lock switch feature as well. I like that option to be able to close it out. It's a sturdy mechanism as well. I've not accidentally locked it. So yeah, some of the good points there. Now some of the bad points I've found. Yes, it's expensive. That's a problem. It's a little bit bulky. So if you compare it to the DMM Buddy, it's a little bit bulkier. That's a problem. And also, if you want to do top rope solo as well, if you want to top rope the pitch maybe after you've led it, it's quite nice if you can clear this down. And of course, it's semi-permanently attached, so that can be a bit of a problem I've found. Although I tend to more focus on the leading side of it. It depends. If I'm doing sport climbing, then I'll top rope solo afterwards more. But trad climbing, I tend to just lead it and jug the rope afterwards. Okay, so one more bad point I found with it is to do with if you're doing a pitch which is higher up and you're going to get more weight on the dead rope here. So for me, I'm using a 70-meter rope. If I do a pitch that's bigger than say 35 meters, so say a 45-50 meter pitch, the most rope I could possibly be pulling up through from the floor would be 35 meters of 10.5 mil. And as you start getting more weight, you start having to pull harder to get your slack through the fuse. When you're closer to the ground, it slips through nice and easy, but with the increased weight, you see the fuse has got to extend out to its max before you can get the slack. So you have to work a bit harder with this to get the slack you want if you're doing a bigger pitch. Difficult to pull it with the left hand for me as well. I have to go with the right more. So that's a downside I found using it as well. And in that situation, I found the Buddy better. If you line this rope up nice on a bigger pitch, you get better pull. So yeah, something to be considered with it. So yeah, I hope that's useful. In comparison, went back to the Buddy yesterday for a day's climbing, and I really enjoyed using it. I like the way it's got no spring in it, so that's not going to go wrong. I like the lightness compared to the fuse. And yes, fairly simple to set up and dismantle. It's not stuck on your harness like the fuse is. Yeah, I had such a good day with it yesterday. The only thing you got to watch out for, like I've said before, is making sure that the rope coming to the traction and the Buddy is in a line. But that's not too bad, as long as you pay attention. It's not too bad. I had a great day with it yesterday. Yeah, fantastic. I think for now this is going to be my go-to for a bit. Silent partner Buddy traction again. So yeah, good stuff.